Welcome everybody! This tutorial is going to teach you some of the basics for playing Relic Worlds Showdown, a game of treasure hunting and skirmish combat. The first thing to understand is that this is an expansion to Savage Worlds Showdown. The rules are available for free on the website listed in the description below. This tutorial will only give you a basic rundown of how that system works, and how they are altered by this Relic Worlds expansion. The first thing you do is choose faction books. Every faction has its own objective, so you will be gaining points throughout the game based on who you choose. Each faction book has the expansion rules, and a list of units from which to choose. Each unit costs 1 point, so a game that has 5 points has 5 units per side. A unit can include a single hero or a group of minions. How many is in each unit will be listed in the book. So you might have one side that has a ton of minions and another side that has just a few heroes. Each unit has special abilities listed that they can use during the game. Once both sides have chosen their units, it's time to set up the board. The concept of Relic Worlds Showdown is that everyone is fighting over ancient ruins that have powerful relics inside of them. So the usual setup would be to place ruins all over the place, but players can set up the board however they want. Once all the pieces are down, players shuffle the discovery markers, then place them face down evenly across the board. If a discovery is being placed close to a building or near terrain, say within a couple inches, it's best to place that discovery into that terrain piece where it would more logically be. Once everything is placed, players decide which side of the board they'll be starting. If both want the same side, it's best to roll the die and see who gets higher. Initiative is determined by each unit getting a playing card. The highest card will go first, then the next, and so on. A unit can hold its action so it can take its turn with a unit that got a lower card. Some units will be attached to another unit, so they will move with the unit they're attached to. Every unit gets 1 movement of 6 inches and 1 action. That action can be anything the character could logically do, such as pick something up on the board, take some extra cover, activate one of their special abilities. They can run by rolling a d6 and moving that many extra inches, or the action most often taken, attack an opponent. When a unit comes within an inch of a discovery, that discovery is automatically triggered. After moving all pieces in the unit, flip the discovery marker over. If it is a trap, it springs immediately. Roll on the trap chart or take a trap card to see what it is. Then take the results. If it is a monster, roll on the monster chart or take a monster card. The first monster appears where the discovery was, and the rest appear in hand-to-hand combat with the figures in the unit. The monsters have surprised them. The monsters now fight the unit, and the unit fights back. The first round they appear, monsters get the first attack, but in every subsequent turn, the player's unit gets the first attack. If the discovery turns out to be a mundane item, the unit automatically gets it. They roll on the mundane item chart, or draw from the mundane item cards. If the discovery is a relic, the unit must pass a single smarts roll. If it fails, the relic remains there. If the unit succeeds, they roll on the relics chart or draw a relics card, and will be able to use it for the rest of the game. So how do you succeed at these rolls? In Showdown, each unit has a skill level based on a die type. So a unit with a d6 skill will roll a d6. A unit with a d8 skill will roll a d8. The standard target number is a 4, so they are trying to roll a 4 or better unless stated otherwise. Shooting becomes harder by 2 with each successive obstacle, so if a target is in woods, the shooter needs a 6 or better to hit. If they are in the woods and at long range, they need an 8 or better. The target number for fighting is the target's parry. If the target number is higher than the die can roll, you still might hit, because when you roll the highest number on a die, you roll it again and add the next roll to the first. Thus, a 6-sided die could roll 15 by rolling a 6, then another 6, then a 3. Damage is then rolled using the weapon's damage rating. If it equals or exceeds the target's toughness, the target is shaken. If it doubles the target's toughness, it is wounded, which will kill minions and damage heroes who can take multiple wounds. You can see more detailed rules for Showdown by downloading the rules for free at the link listed below. The game continues for 6 turns. Once you reach turn 6, you roll the die. On a 6th, the game ends immediately. If not, you go on for another turn, rolling the die at the end of the turn. If it is a 5 or 6, the game ends. If not, you roll again, taking the number down 1 each turn until the game ends. At that time, players add up their points based on the number of relics and mundane items they've acquired, how many enemy pieces they've killed, and how many of their faction's objectives they've achieved. The one with the most points wins the game. We hope you enjoy Relic Worlds Showdown. If you have any questions, please place them in the comments below. We'll see you out there in the galaxy, and happy travels, everyone!